Central Illinois traditions honoring Memorial Day continued under sunshine today at Peoria's Gateway Building. This is the annual Peoria Memorial Association's program featuring the Peoria Municipal Band. It featured conversations, art, and music from local veterans. One of the guest speakers says he got the inspiration for his speech after a recent historical trip.
I had the great privilege of just being at Independence Hall in Philadelphia, where the Declaration of Independence passed. 11 years later, the Constitution of the United States was adopted. And it got me thinking about how those pieces of paper go nowhere if not for the sacrifices of 41 million Americans who've served in the military since 1775.
John Morris says the Peoria Riverfront Museum is featuring several exhibits for America's 250th birthday, which includes significant documents and objects in American history. You can see those collections now.